great opportunity, not only to help your health, but a great opportunity for a financial freedom and a financial vehicle to better your life.
Nutrisail kind of just dropped like an anvil on my head. I was suffering from severe B deficiency as well as vitamin D deficiency. The day this dropped on me, I actually had heard from my doctor. She said, you know what, we don't know what to do.
A friend called me up, asked me to try samples. At the time, I was going through a rough time in my life. The capsules gave me mental clarity and energy, and it helped push through a rough time in my life.
So we opened them up, each took one, went on about our business, and about 30 minutes later we looked at each other and said, oh my God, we've got something.
This gal we know, she told us it was a B supplement, and I was like, well, bring it on, I'm gonna try it. And within 30 days, I had normal B levels. We're a big team and we're all moving together, and I think that's what's most important. We're growing together.
We wake up with a smile on our face now, and we go to bed with a smile on our face. And it's just the most fun we've ever had.
It is fun. Finally, a network marketing company that truly cares about its distributors.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and if they pass it up, it's on them. But coming from an East Tennessee guy living in a small community, this is an opportunity that you do not want to pass up. You want to get your feet wet and go for it.
But then when I heard the name Dave Austin, I had heard that name for almost 10 years from a girlfriend of mine. These were her exact words. If the product works like you say it does, and if Dave Austin is behind it, I'm in. Sign me.
That video's okay. The video's over.
Yes, well, it's
Good morning. Welcome to my Morzinga workshop. Having so much fun with this. I know some of you are starting to do the same thing. Actually, you caught me in time. I'm just getting ready to fire off my AM dose, my Morzinga Energy. I thought I'd spend a few minutes this morning. I know that some of you are thinking, wow, looks to me like somebody has a favorite in the Super Bowl coming up tomorrow. Come on, you can tell that we hardly care at all who wins. Go Niners. First question that we've had that I'm going to address is, I'm not going to belabor that. Who knows? It's going to be a great game. Two great teams. One winner. So everybody's starting to win that's laid their hands on this Morzinga. It's only been, let's see, a week ago yesterday, Friday, is when this product started to hit your doorsteps. And so obviously we're not going to discover Rome in 1 week. We're not going to discover everything about this even close in 1 week, but many of you are already starting to see so many great things about what this product's capable of. But before I get started, there's a couple of guys I want to give a shout out to. These are new leaders that have joined us, and they're really starting to have some fun and diving in, and their timing couldn't have been better because of all the things that have transpired in the last 6 or 8 weeks with our product line. I mean, the Core 4, the Morzinga Gold, the Moringa NRB Free, which is now Morzinga B, and then, like I said a week ago, these started to show up for you, and that's our hydration product, both in the energy and the non-energy formula. And I just wanted to make a shout out. I don't even know if he's on the line or not. Doesn't matter. I still want him to know I'm thinking about him. And that's Chris Bush from the East Bay area in Northern California. And also another gentleman that I've had some really great talks with. I like the way his mind works, and that's Derek Alexander, but down in Houston. And you can prepare for more of this anyway. Thanks. We're awfully excited to have you on board with us and working with us. And I know you bring a lot of experience. So, and I know there's more and more. Things are on the move. I know that many of you can feel that. If you can't, then you will shortly. I wanted to really today. We're going to keep this really light. I mean, how can you not when you have this kind of fun in front of you. In fact, you just caught me when I'm getting ready to whip up my AM dose, and I take the green one. I take the energy in the mornings, and some of you have found that these oftentimes are a little difficult to tear. And so you think, well, that's a flaw, and I'm like, yeah, it is. We've already addressed that. We're working not only with the people that make the wrapping, the film, if you will, but also our manufacturers, so that we can get that on. Some of them do just fine. Some of them, the tear line's a little bit high on the sealed. Here's what I choose. Works really well. One simple move. So until that, and if you are having trouble, get a sharp knife or get scissors. And some of you are thinking, looks like a extra large bottle. That's question number 2. People have said, what's the right size of bottle to put 12 grams of our product in? I think there was 13 in that one. You know what's the very best thing about this bottle right here? This one, this particular one that I'm shaking right now. The most important thing about this one is that it's mine. Okay, now that we've covered that, get your own. I am started to do this. This is exactly twice as much as your standard water bottle. 33 point whatever ounces. This is 16.9 ounces. And again, it's a matter of choice. I mean, it's all about choice. I mean, if you put the stick pack in a regular size bottle, it's going to be sweeter. It's going to be stronger. And I like that sometimes too. But also, because I'm into hydration and I want to put more, well, I found that one of these stick packs in a large bottle of water, even twice, this is just a little over a quart. See, it's, for me, fabulous taste. Even still, I don't have to have it super, super sweet. So yeah, there's not a wrong move here, folks. You can do whatever you want with these. And, you know, I may drink this over a 10, 15, 20-minute period. If I get busy, it might even last longer. And what a nice release of everything, including the energy. So that's first thing is, you know, can we do this? Yes, it's right on the instruction pack. You can do anything you want. Here's what I found out. Sometimes I only want to do a half dose. I only want to do half of one of these. For the energy part. And so it's easier for me, rather than to go, okay, is half the powder gone and I got half left and I'll roll it up and save it for later. It's much easier for me to put it all in one of these and then just drink half of it, if that's what I want. What do you do with the other half? I actually I got a tip from Todd Martin and Todd Sasser, because both of these gentlemen have had Morzinga experience, and some of the rest of you have too. And they said anytime, and in fact, one of the things that they learned is that they often prepare theirs the night before. They'll put it in bottles of water, they'll shake it up, they'll lay it on their side and just stick it in the fridge. When the Morzinga it sits overnight in the water, it fuses even more. You have much less sediment. And which I don't care. I mean, I always shake and then drink, and so I don't care about the sediment. But if I do have a half dose, boom, I'll just set it on the side, put it in the fridge, and now I've got another shot. So again, some of you are like, ooh, tricks of the trade. Well, it kind of is. I mean, I'm gonna take experience everywhere I can. I mean, it was those pair of Todds, Martin and Sasser, that really helped us get really serious about our foray, not just into the Morzinga market, but also the right delivery system for that. And this delivery system through these stick backs that you simply add to water, there's no end to where that might go. I mean, if you think we're excited about that, then that would be an understatement. We're jazzed about everything we have now and where we can go. So I I had this question. I'm just going to hit you with a few questions that I've had already just in the first week of use. People say, well, is this Morzinga Energy, is it like taking a Be-Lite? For me, it's like taking probably two. I mean, I call it my liquid Be-Lite. Because it really is. And some of you are like, wow, I've always wanted to have Be-Lite in a liquid form. Well, I'll step right up. Nearly everything that we have in a Be-Lite capsule is in this product. Not everything, they're not identical, but the components, the whole natural B complex, our stimulant package is very close. Not to mention you pick up then all the healthy part of the hydration formula with the electrolytes and the potassium and the minerals and the salts and a little bit of pure cane sugar to help deliver all that. I want to also share something else that I've experienced at a personal level, and I know many of you have started to notice even already after using these for 6 or 7 or 8 days. And that is, I have a product here that's helped me lose some serious weight just in the last week or 10 days. And some of you are thinking, okay, well, Austin's going to say that because he wants everybody jazzed about weight loss. You know what? I'm not saying it because of that. I don't even know if it'll work for you. I'm saying that it's working big time for me on a couple of fronts. The other morning, Drew came in. I learned something from my son again on this issue that might be of help to you. He came in the office and we were talking about things, and I said, you know, Drew, I said, it's pretty amazing to me how this stomps my appetite. I mean, it really does crush my desire for food. I was telling him that the day before, it was probably 4 in the afternoon, and I headed over to my home office and I was going to prepare a big dinner for my wife, and before I left, though, I had one of these. Now, this isn't the energy. This is the regular hydration stick. But I popped it in a bottle of water like this, and because I love the taste, sometimes it just goes down fast. And so I did. I made my way home, and it's time to start preparing. The last thing in the world that I cared about was food. I mean, I did not want to eat. In fact, I didn't eat. I didn't eat 5. I didn't eat at 6. I didn't eat at 8. I actually didn't eat that night. I ended up taking a Core 4 and a couple of the Morzinga Gold, and that was it. And some of you thinking, oh, you got to eat dinner. Well, I'm not saying not to eat dinner. I'm saying eat. I'm not telling you not to eat. I'm just sharing with you what happened. When I told Drew that, he said, you know what? He says, I've studied this. He said, I've actually read about this. And he said, sometimes when you're hungry, your body's saying hunger, and it's really not hunger for food. Body doesn't need food. What it wants is water. It wants hydration. And he said, Dad, if you're using this product, then that could absolutely be what's going on, is you're satisfying that body's need through hydration. And again, another reason to be so excited about having this as one of our health and wellness weapons. So, you'll pardon me, but I am hooked on this. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to start Morzinga meetings in the near future. I'm preparing for it. It's like, hi, my name's Dave. I have a Zynga problem. Hi, Dave. I'll be going to these meetings for a while. So, does that make this a weight loss product? You know what? Anything that you do that's good for the body and good for the diet and good for the nutrition is going to help you get more fit. So, are we labeling this weight loss? No. Is this a tool? Oh, don't underestimate what this can do. In fact, I have developed a little AM/PM protocol. You might be interested in this. And you know what? It really has 3 and maybe 4 parts. First thing I do is I do one of these in the morning. And again, I'm not trying to tell you whether you should have breakfast or not. Some people are breakfast folks, some are not. When I wake up in the morning, I absolutely have an espresso every morning. And but I'm not really breakfast inclined. I remember Dr. Oz even came out right after the first of the year and said, you know, eating breakfast for the sole purpose of you're supposed to eat breakfast is really an error. And he says it's overrated. He said, if you don't wake up hungry, then you really don't have to eat breakfast just to break that fast. He said, sometimes if you do wake up hungry, it's because you had empty carbs before you went to bed. And so his point was, hey, don't eat just because it's always been that way. Eat when your body desires. And so, again, I'm not telling you when or what to do. I'm saying this. Many people who are fighting the fight and do want to trim down, and it is part of their overall goal and objective in their health and wellness program to reduce. Hey, then use every chance that you can. Oftentimes, you need to eat less food. I mean, those pounds don't just jump on as if by magic while you're sleeping. It happens because we're putting more in than we're burning off. So I just want you to know that this has become an awesome tool for me for satisfaction, for feel good, but mostly I also get a nice long ride. When I said 1 or 2 bee lights, I do. I'm easily, with one dose of this, I get a good 8 hours of feel good. It's a nap stealer. I had my friend Robert Gaines who called me. Well, he came in. He's an over-the-road trucker and a professional truck driver, and he came in 2 weeks ago when actually he got here on the Sunday where the 49ers were playing the Green Bay Packers, and he's a Niners fan, so I picked him up in his truck. We watched the game together. He stayed with me that night, and then the next morning before he left, I sold him. We had just got these in 2 days earlier, so I sold him some of the hydration sticks, and I also sent him out with some Morzinga Gold. Anyway, I took him back. He went on the road. I kept waiting to hear from him during the week, and then last Friday, he called, and I mean, I couldn't hardly shut him up. He was so excited, and he says, oh my gosh, he said, it finally hit me that the only thing I've done different is I've been taking one of the Morzinga sticks every day, the Energy, and a Core 4. And he said, it's amazing. He said, you have really captured something here for our profession because of how good you feel. And I think he's still talking about it. I think he already reordered, and we're going to hear a lot of that just because we once again have our man, our mind, our researcher, our science down in Miami, Florida, in Fred Sines, who once again parked us on the top level. I mean, when it comes to quality, Fred always said this. He says, I'm going to make products and we're going to be up on the top level. He says, you can come anywhere you want, but I'm going to formulate them up here. And this is absolutely no exception. If it hasn't started to hit you yet, we absolutely have the finest hydration product in all the land. I mean, break it down, compare, do whatever you need to do. Does it cost more than some? Yes. I mean, if you're looking for the lowest price, then you are absolutely in a race to the bottom. And if that's where you want to be, fine. That's not where we're ever going to situate ourselves. So I do, and my morning looks like this. I have one of these, and then I reach into this beautiful bag and I pull out one of these. When I combine one of these and one of these, I now have provided my body with all the nutrition that it needs, honestly, for the day. All of the things that it can't make, all of the things that you don't get from your food. And now I've got it together. And some of you are thinking, well, you're supposed to have some protein. You know what? Again, I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to have a little protein, if that morning you want to have, an egg or two, if you want to have, whatever you want to do, just make it healthy. Just, my tip, stay away from the white food. Stay away from the empty carbs. Stay away from the sugars, the additional sugars. You get 5 grams of organic cane sugar in this. So that's my AM part. Now in the PM, that's when I go with the hydration in the afternoon. Now sometimes I'll sneak me a Be Light in the afternoon also, and then I will have a hydration in the afternoon or early evening. But what does that do? Well, it absolutely crunches down how much food I think I have to have at my evening meal. And again, I'm not telling you how much. You'll figure that out on your own. But I see an absolute protocol shaping up here where anybody, anytime, any place could really help their weight loss efforts if they started to utilize not only the stick packs, the hydration process that we put you through, but also this Core 4. I mean, this is absolutely the hub. And this is really catching on, and the fact that it's now not for hard to understand, highly complicated, and sophisticated as they should be in terms of nutritional content, but since we really don't want to spend our life educating, wow, what a great thing to have this, and all we have to do is go. Want to see what you're putting in your body? Just look it over. So let's see. I'm trying to answer some questions here that have come in. Can anyone use the Morzinga Hydrate? And that would be this one. And that's the beautiful part about this product. I mean, really, everybody in the family can use this. I oftentimes get a chance to make breakfast for my grandkids in the morning and then get to take them to school. And yesterday morning when it came, okay, what do you want? Max immediately said, I want some of that Hydrate. So we did. We mixed them up, one of the Hydrates in a bottle just like this. And that's what they drank on their way to school, put the cap on, took the rest in school, bottle empty at the end of the day. So you're thinking, wow, kids can have that? Absolutely. In fact, if you were ever going to get what I would consider a sweet treat into a child, you absolutely want this. All the B's, a full gram of Moringa. Are you kidding me? Endless possibilities for sure. And some of you are thinking, wow, I think Austin's kind of turned on about this. I'm just excited. I'm excited you're doing this with us. I'm excited that I'm doing it with you. Plus, I'm excited about what this element adds to our overall wellness approach. Now, let me see before I shut down here. How many? People said, how many can I have in a day? There's really not a limit. I mean, from an energy standpoint, how many Be Light or Be Light Extra do you have in a day? So if you gauge that, you'll get a feel. I mean, this is again about discovery. Excuse me. I told you I had a singing problem. Oh, I love it. Some of you are thinking, I want to do that too. Well, maybe you are right now, or maybe you should be. We're thinking that millions need to be doing that little move, the Zynga move. Then they'll do the Zynga dance. So I know that, as we go and as we grow, we're going to have more and more and more questions. Already ideas are coming in like, hey, when are we going to have, maybe are we going to have mixed bags at some point? Folks, just know this. We are only getting started. Drew labeled this as a soft launch. There's many things that our marketing team right now, and Drew and his staff are working on, so that in a few weeks we can have a spring zing and have a whole lot of fun new surprises and marketing tools and marketing efforts on your behalf. So yes, and in the future, are there other stick packs coming, other flavors coming, mixed bag? All of that is not just possible, it's exactly what we're going to be doing. We've tried anything that you want and you really think can go, and we collectively think we can make our opportunity scream even more, we're going to do. So relax right now, have some fun, and get these into your body and into the bodies of those people that you love. That would be my suggestion. And so You know what? I'm done. I'm done for the day. All I wanted to do was tap in, say hi, let you know this is going crazy already as we thought it might. We're really gauging close on what's moving the most, and honestly, these are very close right now in terms of the hydration and the energy. In terms of flavors, I don't know. I think I heard that maybe Berry Blast has a little edge over Lemon Lime, but then I've talked to my Lemon Lime lovers out there, and they wouldn't have it any other way. And so, great to have both. We'll have more of those, and hey, you know what? Thanks for taking a moment of your time and checking in here this morning if you are on the Facebook Live. And if you're not and there's anything here that, may be able to help somebody else, hey, have them watch this. I know it's recorded. I know it's available. And just know this. All of our thoughts and energies are behind our partnership with you, the responsibility we have collectively to positively affect all of the communities around us, and we're off to a great start this year. Guess what? Month 1 is now toast. It's history. This is called February 1st. So if you haven't gotten your zing on like you've wanted to already in 2020, let's get started. God bless. Have a super weekend. Go Niners.